Dear student, in today's lecture we have to start equipotential surfaces. So name suggests everything about it. Equipotential. Equipotential means equal potential surfaces. Whose potential is equal, these surfaces are called as equipotential surfaces. So you can see here the surface over which the electric potential is same at all point is called as equipotential surfaces. And if the potential is same at all point, then it is called as equipotential surface. Now we consider here this is a uniform electric field. So this is a uniform electric field. So this is direction of the electric field, you can see. So these surfaces, so this is first surface, second surface, third surface. These three surfaces are called as equipotential surfaces. Okay. At every point of this surface, electric intensity is same, electric potential is same, so they are called as equal potential surfaces. So potential, if I consider here it is V1, here it is V2, here V3, then we can write these are the planes of equipotential surfaces. Now for isolated charge, now for isolated charge means pay attention. So this in uniform electric field, this is the first equipotential surface, second equipotential surface, third equipotential surface. Now I consider isolated charge here. You can see it is represented by plus. Then this is the direction of electric intensity. We know that electric intensity is directed away from positive charge. So this is the direction of electric intensity. Now we have to show equipotential surfaces here. Now if I draw, so this is circle, you can see this circle. So this is equipotential surface. At all point of this first circle, the potential is same. So this is equipotential surface. Now second surface. So this is second equipotential surface. At all point potential is same. This is third equipotential surface. And the next one is the fourth. So they are the equipotential surfaces for isolated charge. So here we shown first, second, third, and this is the fourth. Four equipotential surfaces. You remember the potential of all the four surfaces are different. Huh? So here in this diagram, this V1, V2, V3, they are not same. They are not same, that you remember. Again, but all the point of these surfaces having equal potential. So this is the equipotential. Similar manner here. So this is the first circle, second circle, third, fourth. At all point, the potential is same. So they are the equipotential surfaces. Or you can say a sphere. If you draw a sphere around this charge, at every portion of this sphere, potential is same. So this is the equipotential surface. Okay. Now everybody know the formula of the potential. This is the formula of potential. V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. So this is the formula of potential. Now here after that, we have to learn some properties of equipotential surfaces. Properties. The first property is no work is done. See this, very important. No work is done in moving a test charge from one point to another point on equipotential surface. Just in the previous class, we learned one formula of potential difference. VA minus VB is equal to work done to displace a charge between point A to B divided by a charge. So this is the formula for potential difference. Now let I write the formula of work done. V A minus VB into this charge. If potential is equal, equipotential. Equipotential surfaces means here VA and VB both are same. Both the potential are same. If we substitute VA and VB same, then subtraction VA minus VB is coming 0. 0 into this Q is 0. So work done to displace a charge between 2 points or 2 points of equipotential surfaces is 0 or no work done. Okay. So this is the formula. By that we already learn how we get the work done 0. So here again everything is explained. Up to that, second property. The electric field is always perpendicular to the element of this dl of the equipotential surface. And this dl is a length element basically. Okay? So electric field is always perpendicular to the equipotential surfaces. Just we learn some concentric spheres, concentric circles. Okay? In that we shown direction of electric field. This is the direction of E. Now in this direction, this is the electric intensity. Now here this electric intensity and equipotential surface, you can see it is perpendicular to the length element of equipotential surface. This is the length element. This is dl. Now since no work is done on equipotential surface, so work done is 0. So we can write here E dl cos theta is 0 by this formula. Now third property. Equipotential surfaces indicate region of strong or weak electric field. Electric field is defined as negative potential gradient. We learn E is equal to minus dV by dx. So E is equal to minus of dV by dx is potential gradient. So electric intensity is, by this formula, electric intensity is negative potential gradient. Hence, this dx is equal to minus dV by E also we write. This dV, potential is constant because it's an equipotential surface. So we can write, if this dV is constant, then dx and E, they are inversely related. This distance and this electric intensity, they are inversely related. What exactly it indicates that? Just let I explain with some simple diagram. If I consider this is the first surface, just a bit. This is the first. This is equipotential surface. Now I consider one more equipotential surface here. Now I consider one more equipotential surface. Okay. So this is the charge and this is direction of electric intensity. Equipotential surfaces indicate region of strong or weak electric field. So electric field at this point means electric intensity at this point and at this point. It is different. Okay? And it is related with the distance by this formula. So as distance increases, electric intensity decreases. Now the fourth property. Two equipotential surfaces cannot intersect. Two equal potential surfaces cannot intersect each other. That you remember. And if two equipotential surfaces intersect, then the potential of the intersection, there will be two values of the electric potential. If the two equipotential surfaces intersect, then two values of the electric potential, and which is not possible. Therefore, two equipotential surfaces cannot intersect. Now next one. So here some points to remember. Electric potential is a scalar quantity, whereas potential gradient is a vector quantity. So generally, this electric potential V scalar, then E, it is vector, as well as you know that potential gradient dV by dx is vector, is a vector quantity. And this negative sign, you know that E is equal to minus dV by dx. The negative sign of potential gradient shows that the rate of change of potential with distance is always against the electric intensity. So this rate of change of potential with distance is against the electric intensity. And because of that, a negative sign we write here. Now one problem we have to learn. Two particles carrying an electronic charge is suspended in equilibrium between two horizontal metal plates separated by 10 centimeter and having a potential difference 4000 volt. Calculate mass of the oil drop. You remember one thing here. This is very important. Equilibrium. A particle carrying a charge, particle having a some charge, and it is suspended between two metal plates. Okay? A charge is between two metal plates and it is in equilibrium. And these are the two plates and this is a charge. It is in equilibrium, not going down, not going up. So here, this is the answer. So here the charge is given. It's an electron. So electron means charge is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So potential 4000 volt separated by 10 centimeter distance between two plates. 10 centimeter, we can write it as a 0.1 meter or 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 also you can write. Calculate mass. So pay attention here, the charge is in equilibrium. So force, why it is in equilibrium? Pay attention, the charge is not going down as well as not going up. So it means that some force balances this. So this force due to electric field balances the weight. So force due to electric field balances, pay attention here, the metal plates are horizontal. This is the first plate. Sorry, I shown here vertical. This is the first plate, this is second plate. first, second plate, and this is a charge. Now, obviously, the weight is acting on charge in downward direction mg, and in upward direction, some force due to electric field or electrostatic, means this force due to this electric field is applied. And it is in equilibrium, means not moving up and not moving down. So these two forces balances each other. So we are written force due to electric field. So we know the formula of electric intensity, it is F by Q. So by this formula, force is coming QE. By the formula of electric intensity, we get force is equal to QE. And weight, everybody know that weight is mg. So weight is mg. Okay? So we are written this formula. So mass we get QE divided by G. So charge is given. But E, electric field intensity, is not given. But instead of that, they given potential. So we can use this formula, E is equal to dV by dx, and we find out electric intensity, which is 4 into 10 raised to 4. Then we substitute that electric intensity. G we have taken 9.8. So this is E, this is charge, and after solving we get this is the mass. So mass is 6.53 into 10 raised to minus 16 kg. When the problems are asked, you have to remember how to solve these problems. Now, next article is electrostatic potential energy. The work done in moving a charge Q. Work done moving a charge Q from infinity to a point in the field against the electric force is electrostatic potential energy. In the previous article also we learned the work done to move a charge, unit positive charge we can say, or charge Q, from infinity to point in electric field is called as electrostatic potential energy. So work done is given by this formula. Electrostatic potential energy of two charge system. Now let me discuss electrostatic potential energy of two charge system. Then we discuss three charge system, multiple charge system. So first we have to consider this. To find potential energy of two charge system, we consider first charge Q1, second charge Q2 are initially at infinity. They are initially at infinity. Q1, first Q1 is brought from infinity to point A. The charge Q1 we brought from infinity to point A. As there is no field, no work done. Now charge Q2 is brought from infinity to point B. Now here simply both the charges Q1 and Q2 we brought from infinity to point A and B respectively. As charge Q1 repel Q2 because no field initially as at these 2 points. Now the Q1 and Q2 they start repelling each other. Work is done in the process when one charge exerts some force on another charge. Okay, some work is done. You can see these two charges in a diagram. This is charge Q1 and charge Q2. We brought these two charges from infinity to point A and infinity to point B. Then I consider this is the origin. Distance of charge Q1 is R1 or position vector. We can say that R1 bar represent position vector. R2 bar represent position vector for the second charge Q2. They are the position vectors. By trigonometry, or you can say that you know that laws of vector. By laws of vector, triangle law of vector addition. So this we get R2 bar minus R1 bar. You know the triangle law of vector addition. If this is the first vector, this is second vector, okay? Then addition of these two is third vector, okay? That everybody know. So we use that, and by using that, we get a formula. Now, electrostatic potential energy for these two charge system is given by this formula. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, first charge multiplied by second charge divided by this distance between two charges, R2 bar minus R1 bar. So this is electrostatic potential energy for two charge system. Now we can consider the more than two charges also. You remember, we have to solve a problems in that maybe two charges are given, then what to use to find out electrostatic potential energy. More than two charges, then what we have to use, that we have to learn here. The same formula in magnitude wise we can write like this. So this is the magnitude, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 divided by R12. R12 means what? Distance between charge 1 and 2. R12 represent distance between charge 1 and 2. Now, three charge system. Electrostatic potential energy of three charge system. Three charges system. So again, charge 1 which is at A, charge 2 which is at B, one more charge we consider Q3 which is at point C. Now we consider their distance from the origin. So these are the position vectors. Position vector for charge 1 is R1 bar, second R2 bar, and third R3 bar. You can see in a diagram. Now distance between the charges we can consider. Distance between charge 1 and 3, then 1 and 2. Okay, this is, we can write this is distance 1, 3. This is distance 1, 2. Distance between charge 1 and 2. Then distance between charge 2 and 3. R2, 3. These are the distances. Okay. Or we can write it in vector form also. You remember in this format, or you can remember in vector format. Okay. So this is the distance between, means this is the R3 minus R1 bar. So this is R3 bar minus R1 bar. It is the distance between these two. Okay. R3 is the larger, R1 is the smaller. Similar manner. So this is R3 minus R2. And this is R2 bar minus R1 bar, which is similar to the previous one. Now, we have to find out electrostatic potential energy for this three charge system. So this is the formula for electrostatic potential energy. This is the formula for electrostatic potential energy. So electrostatic potential energy U is equal to U between 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and 2 and 3. You can see here charge 1 and 2, 1 2, then here 1 3, ठीक है, and 2 3. We are not repeated any combination 1 2 1 3 2 3. No repetition in the combination here. Now electrostatic potential energy formula we know. By that formula we can write. So this is the expression for electrostatic potential energy. Or in another word, we can write like this in magnitude wise 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. So charge 1 and 2 first. Okay, here it's a electrostatic potential energy between 1 and 2. Then 1 and 3. And then 2 and 3. So you can see here the distances. So 1 and 2, between charge 3 and 1, it is a distance 3 and 2. Or you can write like this here also, between 2 and 3. So both having a same meaning. Or we can write like this also. Anyways, you can remember for problem solving. Now, after that, n charges. We are considering system of n charges. We consider 2 charges, then 3 charges, now n charges system. The formula is, this is the formula. Or we can write, here you can see this formula. So this is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, summation sign qi into qj, okay, divided by rj minus ri. So this is for all pairs. So we have to see one problem based on this. Let's see the problem. So the concept is clear. So this is the problem related to potential energy. 2 charges of magnitude 5 nanocoulomb and minus 2 nanocoulomb are placed at a point. You can see the positions of these charges. So x, y, z coordinates are given. In a region of space where there is no other external field, no other field, find electrostatic potential energy of the system. So first charge Q1, it is in nanocoulomb. Nano means 10 raised to minus 9. So we are converted into the coulomb. Again, second charge in nanocoulomb, we converted into the coulomb by multiplying 10 raised to minus 9. Now, electrostatic potential energy. This is the formula. These are the 2 charges system. So this is the formula. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is 9 into 10 raised to 9. This is Q1, this is Q2, and this is the distance. Why this is the distance? Because you can see here, this is a 0 coordinate, this is 0 coordinate, 0 coordinate. Okay? So 20 minus 2 is coming 18. This is a R. We already learned how to find out a potential energy between 2 charge system. So if instead of 0, any other number is written, then the formula is different. So that distance also we have to consider. Now after solving this, we get this is a potential energy. Minus 5 into 10 raised to minus 7 joule. Or if you want to write it in microjoule, then we can write like this. 0.5 microjoule. So this is for 2 charge system. Now we consider one more example where more than 2 charges are there. So this is second example. Calculate electrostatic potential energy of system of charges shown in figure. How many charges are there? So this is a plus Q charge, plus Q, first charge, second charge, third charge, fourth charge. Okay, this is the general formula. Okay, so potential energy, electrostatic potential energy is given by this formula. So it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is common everywhere. Then Q into Q, this charge multiplied by this. Okay, so we are written Q multiplied by Q. Both are positive, you can see here. And distance between these two is R. Okay. Now, this is the first charge and this is second minus charge. Okay. This is first and this is then next charge. It is a minus Q charge. Again, distance is R. This is all sides are same. Okay. You can see here the distance is R. Now, we consider this. Let I name the charge 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here we consider the first one between 1 and 2. Now here 1 and 4. Now 1 and 3. Now by Pythagoras you can find out this distance. If this is R, this is R, then you can find out this is this distance is R square plus R square. 2R square means what? 2R square we get this hypotenuse square. So root 2R is this distance. So this distance is root 2R. So 1 and 3 means this Q and minus Q. You can see here between 1 and 3 distance is R root 2. So means 1, we consider 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4. You can see here 1 and 2, then this is 1 and 4, 1 and 3. Now next combination we can consider 2 and 3. Okay, between this 2 and 3. So 2 means plus Q into minus Q. You can see here this is a plus Q and this is a minus Q. And distance is, you can see here, distance is R. Distance is R. Now 2 and 4 we have to consider. Now this 2 and 4. Then this plus Q and minus Q. So you can see here plus Q minus Q. And distance is again this. By Pythagoras you get it is again root 2R. Okay, this combination is also over. Means we consider 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay, now we consider, we cannot consider 2 and 1. Huh? You remember 2 and 1 we already written here. 2 and 1 and 2 both are same. Huh? Okay, so we consider 2, 3, 2, 4. Now 3, 4. So this combination. You can see 3 is minus Q multiplied by minus Q. You can see here minus Q multiplied by minus Q. Divide by R. So this is the formula we get. Now we can substitute here. Q into Q, Q square. This minus Q into plus Q, minus Q square you can see. This is minus Q multiplied by minus Q plus Q square. Then again here minus Q square. Here minus Q square. Here minus Q square. Divided by the corresponding distances. After solving this, we get, this is the answer. So just I explained here how to find out potential energy of a multiple charge system. If it is a 2 charge system and a more than 2 charge system, how to find out potential energy, that I explained here. Now, potential energy of single charge in external field. When we are considering